But from the local government is that apart from the population, maintaining this local government is another issue. Sorry. And then usually the Federal Revenue Regulation and Allocation Commission was studied the state government with the running of the local government for substantial period before the province can now take it over. How realistic?
Well, the creation of local government in the state is the baby of the states. The state has that constitutional provision to create one, and the state has created it. The state will not check on her responsibilities to see to the welfare, development, credibility of creating the local government councils throughout the state. We will not allow them to suffer any untold hardship. You can just understand that there is, for now, that joint account committee that regulates the revenue that comes into the state powers. We do the chairing at a round conference table with the local government chairman, and the same process may even apply in future if the federal government will not immediately accede to reimbursing this local government because of the constitutional provisions. And besides that, this local government that has just been created, they are within this, in the last step of the state. It does not give it any wider scope than what it was before the creation. And we will manage, you see, with the yearning and aspiration of the citizenry, whatever is within the limit, whatever is within the resources of the local government, to see that all the local governments so far created are buoyant and are performing effectively to the administration of the citizens, the government.
To be the commissioner for local government and Chieftaincy affairs and
that one covers the responsibility throughout the length and breadth of the Lagos State landscape. For that singular reason, it is an enormous task. It is a task that must be accomplished, and it is a responsibility we owe to the public to really address the issues they bring in and address issues that we even perceive the ministry should take care of. So we do our things within human scope to do our possible best at the table here, and we extend this request to all people who come in and out for one request or the other. So on a global outlook or on a general basis, it's not an easy task to be commissioner for local government and chieftaincy affairs, but that does not mean one is not up to the task, because humanly possible we are addressing the issues of various areas of needs by the citizens.
political level reach lower without as to its ability to perform positively. We will surely bring these positive qualities to play in reactivating the office of the deputy government and transforming faith into real, dynamic and potent instrument in policy formulation and public delivery for the benefit of the good people of Lagos State. and their allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Deputy Governor of Government of Lagos State, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully, and in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law, always in the interest of the sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, well-being, and prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will strive to preserve the fundamental objectives and directing principles of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct or my official decisions. That I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will abide by the code of conduct contained in the fifth schedule to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That in all circumstances, I will do right to all manner of people according to law, without fear of evil, affection of evil. That I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal any person, matter, which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as Deputy Governor of the Government of Lagos State, except as will be required for the due discharge of my duty as Deputy Governor. So, help me God. And therefore allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God. I, do solemnly swear that I will not directly communicate or reveal any matter to any person who shall be brought under my consideration or shall come to my knowledge in the discharge of my official duties, except as will be required for the discharge of my official duties or as will be officially permitted by the government. So help me God.
má fọkàn mi báyìí bá fọkàn wá fún ẹlẹ́gbẹ̀rún.
and confidence. Today's swearing ceremony will herald in the authorization of office of the Deputy Governor as an instrument for the development of the state, rather than being an irritating distraction and obstacle to progress. That very important office will begin to contribute actively and positively towards our program of radical modernization of Lagos State. There is no doubt that this will further strengthen the effectiveness of governance and service delivery in the Center of Excellence. The new Deputy Governor, Mr. Olufemi Pedro, is today formally joining the very cohesive, dedicated, talented and visionary Lagos State Executive Council. This team has worked harmoniously and with an unprecedented spirit of commitment and sacrifice to transform the state in the last 3.5 years. I have always said that my team is incomparable to any other one in this country today in terms of their intellectual capacity and commitment to duty. Their professional expertise, creative dynamism, and youthful energy is there for everyone to see. And the evidence is there for all. To see through various achievements, including improved water supply, improved electricity supply, and other initiatives, the financial re-engineering of the state, and the radical modernization of our infrastructure. In education, we have not only relieved parents of the burden of examination and tuition fees, we have constructed new millennium schools and hundreds of new primary school blocks. Our children no longer carry desks and benches on their head to school, as we have provided such furniture on a massive scale. In the health sector, our achievements are simply too numerous to enumerate here. They include free Medicare for children from ages of 1 to 12 and age over 60. Free antenatal care for women. Free treatment for malaria and tuberculosis. Free treatment for accident victims and other emergencies for the first 24 hours.
Our great state, Lagos State, being a center of excellence, is known as the forerunner of all other states in the Federation. We lead while others follow. With the accession to office of His Excellency and his team, our state has continued to record remarkable successes and achievements. This is not surprising, as our Ashiwaju has dedicated his life to the service of the people. He has made commitment to put his life on the line for the service of the people. He considers his mandate to be a sacred trust, and I quote him, "This mandate is a sacred trust, a sacrosanct covenant with the people that must never be broken." He went further to say that we've been able to touch millions of lives in a significant way. We have worked hard to ensure that democracy is not just another abstract to which politicians pay lip service. True to type, the governor's witnesses of truth are his performance, which speaks louder than words. With the winning team put in place by His Excellency, a catalogue of achievements have been recorded for the first time in the history of the state. It is against this background of lofty achievements that I joined this winning team. I'm proud and happy to be a part of this team, and I pledge to emulate the ideas and visions of our governor for the state. Like our governor, I offer myself for service to the people of Lagos State. Today, I make a commitment to our serve as role model to our youth. I pledge to be of impeccable character, solid integrity, and to reach out to all our people from the nooks and corners of the state. I pledge to serve the people with all my strength to the best of my ability. I pray to Almighty God to give me the strength, good health, and the wisdom to achieve this and many more for us.
Nigeria was not just a leading agricultural nation. It was also a major exporter of agricultural products and offered technical expertise for foreign countries for development. However, the discovery of oil contributed to the considerable decline of agricultural activity, while more attention was focused on the development of oil industry.
Our administration introduced the agricultural microcredit scheme in 1999 in line with our blueprint for agricultural development in Lagos State. The scheme is meant to provide production input direct to farmers and fishermen on credit. To enhance the agricultural production. An additional sum of 13 million, which was released in the second year of the scheme, was utilized for the procurement of 50 outboard engines, which were sold to fishermen cooperative societies throughout the 5 administrative divisions of the state at 30% subsidy. Today's ceremony is a continuation of our administration's resolve to increase food production through private sector participation. A total of 7,508 points of labor and some substantial quantity of fish valued at 4,427 will be distributed among 9 farmer cooperative societies and 9 secondary schools. 9 outboard engines with assorted fishing gear valued at 5.39 million naira will go to 25 fishermen cooperative societies. while 6 Fadama farmer groups will receive small-scale irrigation inputs valued at 0.518 million naira. All beneficiaries will enjoy 30% subsidy on all inputs received by them.
Produce food is the primary work of farmers. Farmers should engage in food production. They are supposed to be the arrowhead in production. Farmers to do this, they should not be frustrated. One, they should get their farms properly organized. They should, for all the activities they do in the farm, they should relate to a financial institution, particularly a bank. All their transactions should be done through a bank so that they have a record. When they have a record over time, then a bank can assess their suitability for more support. It is when they have that and they can enjoy the trust and the support of a bank, that is when they can do something like this. For to do something of this magnitude, you need the support, you need the credit. And before you can get that credit, you have to establish you are credit worthy. And I'm sure that is what this farm has been able to establish. And that is why a bank has been able to come in support of this venture. So I will advise that farmers establish a business that has records. Record keeping is very, very important in farm business.
No doubt, this kind of a venture is a kind of a chieftaincy to the state government. Taking a look at what the government has been able to do within 3 years is not fair. How would you describe this kind of development? How far have we gone in the development of agriculture in this state?
Development of agriculture in this state, we have gone a little far. We can still do better. In terms of in all areas of activities of agriculture in Lagos State, one, the fisheries subsector has the highest priority in Lagos State, followed by crops. Poultry. In Lagos, we used to have Lagos State used to be the largest. We used to have the largest concentration of poultry producers in Lagos State. The problem in the poultry industry is the high cost in production. That has been the problem, and these are the problems we have been trying to address.
the burning desire to contribute to the increased protein intake of our people, and also to put into practice my acquired knowledge of science of agriculture, having realized the opportunity open to me in the form of the natural endowment of the family heritage, I sought the consent of the village's elders and moved to clear the bush, which this site was then facilities, staffing and management systems, production levels and products, incomes and expenses, available opportunities, and to appraise and recommend and design an appropriate structure accordingly. The audit formed the basis of our planning and development. Between February 1995 and March 1996, the poultry section produced a total number of 16,118 crates of eggs, of which 15,000 were sold for an amount totaling 539. Between January 1st and December 31st, 2001, about 37,303 crates of eggs were produced. An amount realized from the sales totals 8,857,700 naira. However, there are corresponding increases in cost of production, particularly in the area of feed costs, and this is rising astronomically. I have concerned myself only to compare our activity in poultry section, as this is not a stock-taking session, but to give you an insight into our main volume of operation, which is egg production. On the issue of the day, I have been very much concerned about the problem posed to us by the waterbed soil terrain of our area. Apart from the disturbing expenditures incurred on the baling and removal of watery waste generated by the beds, the environmental inconvenience posed is equally disturbing. Thus, in the course of my traveling outside the country, I had the curiosity to explore the situation of contacting a reputable manufacturer of poultry equipment that can solve or alleviate this problem, as well as provide us with better production technique. Hence, the opportunity of knowing about Patchet Engineering Company. Thus, when knowing about the opportunity of knowing about Patchet Engineering Company, I was delighted to move closer to them, and here we are.
pens themselves are made all of wire to allow airflow to go through the cages. If you have solid divisions, then the air cannot flow. So you have all wire, wire, wire. The cages themselves are 50 centimetres wide, 45 centimetres deep, which allows you to have 4 birds in there. I don't know the legal size in Nigeria. In England, that's what it's 4 birds. So it was a 4-bird cage. 4 birds have access to, which is a stainless steel nipple, all set at 50 centimetre spacing. So every cage, they have access to a nipple. Under the nipple, plastic drip cup, only to stop water going to the floor. Just acting as a little reservoir, so that when the birds press the nipple, the water runs into the cup. Gives extra drinking space. The feeding is done by a manually pushed feed hopper, which distributes the feed evenly in the bottom of the food trough. The feed hoppers are filled by an overhead feed auger at one end of the block of cages. All the 4 hoppers all together until the farthest one.
He has achieved something very commendable, highly commendable, which is what we in the Ministry of Agriculture have been advising our farmers. That we should try to move from the drudgery, from the manual method to automated method. I know it is capital intensive. What he has done today, he has multiplied his production capacity, and you agree with me that there is a great demand for eggs and livestock products in Lagos State. So the stock capacity he has is not sufficient. So, and I'm very sure with what we have seen, he will be able to multiply what he has done.
This one is so magnificent, and it's, the new technology has been added to the establishment of to the setup of this poultry. So I am extremely happy.